Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi there. I have Nancy Yang Timmons here with me today, and we are so excited to share. This is our spotlight giveaway, and Nancy has very kindly offered to give a 1 hour fitness consultation. So I wanted to introduce you to Nancy and let you find out all about her. She's an amazing person. We've come across each other through another Mind Valley course. I know we met Marion yesterday as well through a Mind Valley course. Mind Valley is amazing. And the two of us were together on an exercise program called 10X. So I'm going to let Nancy introduce herself and give a much better introduction than I just did. So over to you, Nancy, and
Yeah,
welcome. Thank you for taking part.
yeah, no problem. And happy Valentine's Day. Oh my God.
Yes, and I'm
You are
wearing
not. Yeah,
pink,
you're wearing pink
exactly.
and I'm not. So, so you're more festive than I am. But it is, I was just saying to Margaret, it is -18 right here in Northern Canada. So I need to have a turtleneck on and to keep warm. Thank you so much for the introduction. I am a health, holistic health, nutrition, and 10X fitness coach. I specifically focus on women who are going through menopause, perimenopause, and who have suffered from chronic back pain. And so I met Margaret through the 10X program because it is one of those newer, even though it's been tested and it's been around for almost 10 years now, on a lot of people. It's a newer protocol that you don't see in regular gyms. And what drew me to it was the initial, I guess, to lure you in, how they say, oh, you only need to do this 15 minutes a week or even 30 minutes a week, but each
Brilliant.
workout is 15 minutes a week,
Yeah,
right? To do that
yeah.
during the pandemic. And I don't know if that's what brought you to 10X as well,
Yeah,
Margaret.
absolutely. It was certainly one of the attractions. I mean, I'm obviously a weight loss coach. So for me, there was a big attraction in being able to offer an amazing exercise program that took so little time out of your week, I suppose. I mean, 15 minutes or less a day, twice a week is pretty amazing. So that's what attracted me. And then I was kind of blown away by the results that we were getting. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And for me as well, because it was during the pandemic when they first launched this. And, working out at home, I was just kind of like, what else could I do? And then, when they launched this,
Mm.
I'm like, you know what? No one's going to see me. So I'm just going to test it out. So
Yeah.
what I did was I did join the program and I followed their guidance. Initially, it was just a quick program for people who wanted to do fitness. And then it ended up being a certification to learn to be a coach in
Hmm.
that. And so I tracked my progress for the entire year. Once a month, I took some photos and just working out at home for probably 98% of the time, I had significant results. I think I can share my screen. Let
Oh
me
yeah,
just,
that'd be great because
yeah.
Nancy has had amazing results. So I'd love you to be able to show people. Be great.
Thank you. So I don't know if you can see this. I mean, you could see
Yeah.
probably my story. You can see even in the photo with my DEXA scan, I have scoliosis. Like it's
Okay.
clear, you can see curvature in my spine. And after doing 10X, I think I started out halfway through to do the DEXA scan. I was about 25% body fat. And then, that I just doing that for the remaining time, I lost to 23 without doing like a lot of dieting, just eating
Changing your food. Yeah. Yeah. That's
properly.
amazing.
Yeah, and then this is the part where here's what I was talking about from January 2021 to January 2022. And like I
Wow.
said, all I did, just 2 routines a week for 52 weeks. And you can
Wow.
see the change even in
The
second month.
second
If you,
one actually is, you can see it better because of the color of the clothing. That's
yeah,
amazing.
but
Wow.
the second month, it was I looked like I gained weight because prior to that, I was going to the gym 5 to 6 times a week and
Okay.
doing an hour and a half to 2 hours each time. So I spent a lot of time in the gym prior to doing 10X. And because the pandemic, and I wanted to test this out to see if it worked
Mm.
for me, I follow exactly the protocol, just 2 times a week for 52 weeks, which is the year. And
Without
you can
doing any other exercise.
without doing anything. Well, I mean, I walk, but that's just,
Yeah.
I walk every day.
Yeah.
That's just something that because this is only 15 minutes each time.
Yeah.
So, I kind of felt
I
like
know.
I don't walk for very long. I just walk after meals. But,
Yeah.
here's more of another photo you can see, even from June to November.
Yeah,
In
wow.
here, and then, again, back to January
But even look, your face has actually even changed in that picture. It's amazing. Yeah,
yes, the body composition definitely changed just from
yeah,
doing 10x alone. But anyway, so because of 10x and knowing Margaret and all these things, that I got my certification and I started coaching, and I ended up being approached by Mind Valley to coach coach future coaches, to teach them. So I've taken a few hundred students through various health related programs as well.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I
That's
think.
fantastic. I mean, Nancy was such a great support to all of us during the program, So, yeah, yeah,
But thank
amazing.
you to the, to you and everyone who has shared in the community, right? The progress. The main thing I think that Mind Valley does well is that the sense of community, that you
Yeah,
can, really share and not fear any judgment of your progress, because this is really any fitness journey is about, or any health journey that you're
mhm,
taking on, any program that you're taking on, it's about you. What do you
absolutely.
get
I
out of
couldn't
it?
agree with you more. And that's what we're trying to create here, actually, in the Happy Body, Happy Mind group
Mhm.
within Facebook. Because it's a private group, we're trying to create a sense of community where people feel comfortable to share. It is a safe place to come and share. So it's the same thing that we're creating here, is that sense of community, which is so important when you're
Yeah.
on any sort of a weight loss or fitness journey, isn't it? It really, you
Mhm.
need support, and you need cheerleaders cheering you on all the time, don't you? Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, there are some of us who are motivators. That's totally great. But
yeah,
then a lot of us really are more like, we need that accountability partner. We need
yeah,
someone who's there to, say, if you have fallen, no worries, you can always get back on. And
yeah,
and this is about life, actually. This is really about life, because there's no physical wagon to get on and off. We
no,
have ultimate freedom to
yeah,
choose when we want to start or stop something.
yeah,
And so but be able to progress and to really find out what's working for us or not, it's always so nice to have a community, to have support. And
yeah,
I think that's wonderful what you're doing, Margaret, to
yeah.
provide for, support for people who are looking for solutions for themselves, because
Mm.
every solution is going to be a little different.
Yeah.
Um, but when it comes to fitness, though, that I do have to say, in terms of nutrition and diet, that's just kind of bringing you back to the health state. If
Hmm.
you want to be fit, you need to do some kind of resistance training, especially for us women when we're going through like the perimenopause, menopause period. And
Mm.
since I don't know if you're aware of the research, since the age of 30 on, for the general public, human, we start to lose our muscle mass, and about
Yes.
25% every year. So
Yeah.
you may still look the same. Actually, I'll show you after, but you may look the same as when you were younger, but
Mm.
you're not doing some kind of resistance training, strength training to retain and build your muscle mass. If and when you do a DEXA scan, you will see you
Mm.
probably have more fat than muscle.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
exactly that, and that's what happens if you're not doing the exercise, which is why I thought, um, it's why I thought of Nancy to come and support us on this journey, I suppose, when because the age profile of a lot of the ladies in this group would be perimenopause, menopause sort of
Mhm.
stage. Now, we've younger women as well, but I think it's important at any age to learn how key the strength training piece is.
Yeah.
And I suppose what I love about the 10X program is the fact that it takes so little time out of your week, and
Yeah.
and the results are phenomenal. And I think that, nobody could be in better hands than in Nancy's hands, because she's so thorough, and so you know cares so much about her clients. So I think that's amazing too.
Well, thank
Um,
thank
so
you.
so key benefits, I suppose, we've gone through as to what the 10X program does. So what will happen in your fitness consultation? What will you that you're offering for the hour for whoever
Right.
is so lucky to win this amazing prize?
Which I'm looking forward to, because for me, anytime I can help any women, who are seeking, really trying to see what they can do to be better functionally better, because as
Yeah.
we age, we probably start to realize, I can't do some things that I used to do. And so what 10X has brought back for me is that I don't like even drink anything caffeinated, and I have energy all day. I sleep through the night, which is like a very common issue for women going through perimenopause and menopause this period of time. And that could be anywhere from mid-30s to even mid-60s. People don't
Okay.
realize it's not
Yeah.
like once you reach menopause, you have no more menopausal symptoms. Some people will continue to have those things. So
Yeah, of course.
yeah, and the sleep quality, a lot of women do suffer. Like they wake up in the middle of the night and then they can't go back to sleep anymore. That's what I've heard as some really symptoms of perimenopause and menopause. And also they realize that they don't have the same strength anymore.
Yeah.
And so and also this is kind of the stage when us women are maybe more prominent in positions in the careers that we've chosen, or our kids are getting older, but our parents are also getting older, and we have way more responsibilities. Our kids are doing their activities, we need to support them. This is like the critical stage where a lot of women neglect their self-care
Yes, I
because they're
agree with
doing
you.
so much.
Focus
Yeah,
on everyone else but ourselves. And it's time to
right.
get selfish again, isn't it, really?
Yeah. And so why 10X is so like incredible for me is like, oh my God, I don't need to do the 1.5 hours, 2 hours anymore for 5 to 6 times
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
I actually now I think I spoke to you before, Margaret, that I
Mm.
just do 10X once a week now since the
Okay.
first year. So I've been
Yeah.
doing it for more than 3 years now, and have not stopped. And I consistently
Yeah.
have it
It's
once a
amazing. And I do it twice a week at the moment. I'm just getting back into it because I had some issues where I have a bad back and sometimes I can't do the exercises, but the majority of time I can, and I'm back to doing it twice a week now, and I absolutely love it. And it's
Yeah.
so simple because you're literally, I mean, no excuse. It takes me
No.
about 10 to 11 minutes now at this stage to do it. And, you really can't make an excuse to say, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't have time, no such thing anymore.
Yeah, especially for me when I do it only once a week now, because I could do it on Monday or Tuesday or even Wednesday, just that once a week. And
Yeah,
I absolutely have no excuse because I only do it once a week.
yeah,
Like, how can I not make time for that once a week? And I go all out. So anyway,
exactly.
back to what you were saying about the fitness consultation. So what I will
Mm,
do with whoever the lucky person is who I'm
yeah.
privileged to talk to is to really find out more about their background, what activities they've done before or not, lack of, have they had
Mm,
any resistance training, that kind of thing. I would look at their diet as well. I would look at their lifestyle. So it's
mm-hmm,
everything, because as I mentioned earlier, I'm a holistic health coach as well.
mm-hmm.
So fitness is actually not just about activities you do. To be healthy, it's really not just about the type of exercise or just work out more, eat less. It's not enough. Like, are you
No.
sleeping through the night is important. Are you, making sure you take time away to go into nature, to be in sync with nature? That's
Mm,
important. Are
mm,
you making sure that you have the social support around you? Because that's also important. We all know about stress. Yeah. And do you know anything about how to de-stress? How do
mm.
you de-stress? What's effective for you or not? All these things are all part of self-care, but also towards how you can be fit overall,
Yeah,
as a
absolutely. And what
package.
what what you do, Nancy, really complements what we do in our program. Our program's called It's Not About the Food, even though it's a weight loss program, because it really isn't about the food. So we focus very much on the mindset side of it as well. And that really is important, and the mindfulness piece and the de-stress and all of that. So I love that you've offered this in our group because it so complements what we're already doing in helping people. So thank you
You're
so
also
much,
doing this.
Nancy. Have you
Yeah.
anything else you wanted to say, or will we sign off?
I do want to share that one photo that I had
Oh,
actually
do.
had
Yeah,
here. Yeah,
absolutely. Please
I'm
do.
gonna just share it quickly. So I don't know if you see, this is just in terms of body image.
That's
These
so
are top,
cool.
they're
Wow,
top
that's
athletes.
amazing.
Yeah, these are like top performing athletes of the world. And we have a certain image about what fitness, what we should look like. But just remember, we're all different.
Yeah, I
And
love that. I think that's very powerful, Nancy.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, look at how like, like some are really tall, some are really slim. Fitness is not the same for everyone. So I just wanted to share that because don't just say I'm gonna have J-Lo's body or I'm gonna have Arnold Schwarzenegger's body. Like we
Yeah.
don't know. We don't know. The main thing to keep in mind, and especially through the 10X program for me, is that can you function well? Can you just, you're doing a certain training so that does it translate to the other areas of your fitness? For
Yeah.
example, I think I mentioned to you for me that, with my 10X, now I'm doing like pretty hard yoga poses that some of my instructors can't even do. And I'm not a yoga instructor.
Right.
They've been
And
doing
you
it
have
for
the
years.
scoliosis. That's
I
incredible.
have scoliosis
Yeah.
also.
I
Yeah,
think
the
that's an amazing result to see the change in your spine. Like I'm blown away by that, to be quite honest with you. I think it's incredible,
yeah.
so yeah, wow.
And yeah, or to take on stand-up paddleboarding. For me, that was always the hardest. I'm like, I don't have core,
Yeah.
I can stand up, the water's moving. Now, like, no problem. I just go. And that wasn't because I was training in it,
Yeah.
but because of 10X. So I
Yeah.
have confidence to take on these other activities that
Yeah.
are new, that can be challenging, that can be fun. So it's about what can you set as fundamentals.
Yeah.
It's a part of the
Incredible.
training that you can continue to do that will translate to other
Yeah.
areas of your body. Or I
Amazing.
mean, overall health. So not just the body.
Yeah. That's amazing. Nancy, thank you so much. And we really appreciate you offering your 1 hour fitness consultation for people. So I hope everyone enjoyed that and we will see you very soon. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Happy Valentine's Day. Thank
Happy
you.
Valentine's Day. Yeah. Stop recording.